The Black Ops 7 Zombies beta is officially coming to a close. So let's load in one last time, test out some more hidden pack-a-punch effects, try out the brand new Gobblegums, and just have some fun. And for our final game, we're going to be using these Jäger 45 pistols. We are running them akimbo, but new to Black Ops 7, we can actually toggle this to a single pistol. This is one of those features that I kind of forgot about until I saw, I think it was Mr. Dog JD's video where he did this. And I was like, oh right, we can do that. I think this is a really good feature because sometimes, especially with certain Easter egg steps that require a little bit more precision, it allows you to put it away and then aim a little bit more accurately, which I love. Just small quality of life stuff I think is fantastic. And it makes sense, like why couldn't you put one gun away? I really like it. I like it a lot. Oh, and how can I forget? I haven't been using Chompy as much. I've been doing a lot of testing. Yes, I know. Ooh, let's go. Rare salvage. I know this is the last game that I'll be playing on this beta, but I've got some games pre-recorded for you, and I've done a lot of testing. I want to go over the weapon strength again because I think I missed something in my DPS video that's kind of pretty big. I want to do some more math for you. I also took a look at the field upgrade charge times. I haven't done the math yet. I haven't really dissected it, but I think it'll help a lot of people because I got a lot of comments saying, Donuts, I don't like that the field upgrades take longer to recharge. I believe they cap. I believe there's a very generous cap, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But like I said, I've done some studies. But I suppose I should talk about how the beta went for me. And despite how, excited I am to have zombies in a beta, I feel like this beta was pretty hit or miss. Don't get me wrong, it was great to have a beta. It was great to play the game early, especially with a few of the new features like the melee for points and stuff. And this is very clearly, as a lot of you pointed out, very clearly a different build of the game than we're going to get at launch. I mean, it's a beta, that's kind of the point, right? And yes, these are shotgun pistols now, and each pistol only shoots out 4 pellets. So together, it's basically like one shotgun. And we are running Tesla Storm just because it's the last game I want to do something new. Oh, let's go. Really good luck with salvage. Dude, I tell you, I don't get this luck with salvage when I'm playing solo or off camera. So it was good to see stuff like the armor wall buy, the mystery box changes, the high round changes especially. I think that's the highlight. I think that's the standout for me. Is the high round change. I love high rounding in this game. If the weapon damage is better with augments and weapons are actually fun to use at these high rounds, I think that could be really special. I got to round 66 in this beta, and then unfortunately I recorded some live commentaries. I went to multiplayer, and for some reason my game did not save. It gave me a weird error like, hey, your game disconnected, even though I saved and quit, and I never disconnected from any game. And then I hit continue, but then it started me on a brand new game. It was very weird, so buggy. Hopefully they fix that before launch, but it does truly feel like the rounds are way more fun to go through. If you don't know, the first 40 rounds are honestly just zombies. A couple Ravagers start spawning in after the first or second Ravager round. I think it might be the second, and then that's basically it until round 40. You'll get a bear at round 16, and then you'll get a bear every like 5 rounds or something like that. But that's it until round 40. And then at round 40, you get one singular Doppelgast per round. Now, it's incredibly heartbreaking that it's a Doppelgast for sure. I wish there was a new special enemy, but that being said, the balance of that, only having one, like, are you gonna build a whole new enemy just to have one thing past round 40? I kind of understand. And I don't know about you, this could be moving the goalpost here. This could be me being very much hypocritical, but part of me thinks that like round 40 is too high to start the special enemies. I mean, we went from manglers coming in at round like 12 and being multiple manglers per round, or at least one per round, starting at round like 20 or something, or 30 or something, I don't know. And then there's 2 or 3 per round. They almost feel too easy. Like rounds 30 to 40 are almost boring now. But I think that also might just be on purpose, because round 30 in people's minds ever since Cold War, or really Black Ops 6, I think round 30 has become this impossible feat that, oh my goodness, I hit this wall at round 30, zombies deal more damage, the special enemy spam. So they might be trying to overcompensate how easy it is to show people that, hey, it's really not that bad. And I can totally see that being the case. And if that's the case, then, you know, I kind of understand. I forgot to buy perks. We're going to get this in Vulture Aid. Yep, we've got some Ravagers. Okay. Vulture Aid, incredibly underrated perk. I wonder what happens to my ammo when I go to one. Okay. So it just gets rid of that second one. That makes sense. Kind of like that. We'll have to buy some ammo. That's okay. These pistols, the pistol, shotgun, snipers, and launcher obviously are really bad with ammo. I hope that gets changed. Even if they buff the damage, I feel like ammo is still an issue with a lot of these weapons. But going back to the round 30 thing, how would you guys feel if Doppelgas started coming in at round 30 instead of round 40? Because there's just one of them. Would that be too difficult? Would that be too annoying for you? I will not say that the game is too easy. I'm not gonna say that, because for the past few years, you know, before Black Ops 6, people were all about, oh my goodness, the game is so easy, Modern Zombies is too easy. Yet every single time last year, Treyarch would balance something or nerf something or just make something balanced, they would get accused of nerfing fun. Anytime something was overpowered, like the chopper gunner, like the free fire drill charges, whenever they nerfed that or balanced that, oh my goodness, they hate fun. It was not that bad. Why didn't they let us do this sort of thing? So I think, and I'm glad I didn't hear it in any of their promotional stuff. I'm glad we're not going for this zombies is a difficult experience, because the difficulty is just fine. And I know a lot of people might say, oh, well, Classic Zombies had this or Classic Zombies that. Classic Zombies really wasn't as difficult as people remember. Like, yeah, the 5-hit down was always present, but outside of that, the zombies didn't get any stronger past round like 30, because 30 was when they spawned in faster and that's it. So I'm kind of on board the train of make it fun rather than difficult. And I recently asked on Twitter what your guys' favorite thing about Modern Zombies is, trying to inspire some positivity and at least figure out what people do like about Modern Zombies. And a lot of you guys said the movement, which I completely agree, but a lot of people said the guns and how viable they are at the high rounds. And I am so happy to hear that, because that is one of my favorite things too. I think being able to use any gun, or most guns at least, and have them be viable and really fun to use infinitely adds to replayability. I know a lot of people, strange things are happening that just blowing my mind. People are saying that a survival map with the modern mechanics has less replayability than like Classic Zombies, and I just don't agree with that. I mean, you have more ways of killing zombies, which is just objectively more replayability in my head. Either way, I'm having fun. I love the weapons. I love that they're all viable at high rounds. At least hopefully with augments, they're viable with high rounds. Pack-a-Punch too. A couple of people said they really do like the progression, and I also agree. I love triple Pack-a-Punch and having all the perks and being able to progress a lot faster. But I think we're being a little too positive. Let's bring some negativity in here. What are some of the things that I didn't like from this beta? Well, obviously the weapons being a lot weaker, which might be the weapons, or it also might be the fact that we don't have augments. Like I said, I'll probably do some testing and I'll put out a video hopefully soon about the weapons and the DPS and if they really need a buff, because I unlocked a lot of CHF barrels. I've got every single assault rifle and every single SMG max rank, so I can test out the damage barrels for that. But some weapons don't have damage barrels, so that's a little concerning to me. Even if the CHF barrel brings them back to Black Ops 6 levels of strong, some weapons don't have CHF barrels, which might not be great. This is always risky to do mid-round. Even on round 15, this is risky to do, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna come down here. I think our weapons are strong enough. There we go. And let's take care of these zombies. Yes. See, I like this where you can just go akimbo for as much damage as you want. So this would be good for like a boss fight or getting out of a bad area. Getting out of here, getting out of here. Go up the stairs, go up the stairs. Nice. Oh, and you know what we could do? We get a little toxic growth right there, right? And then as they're coming out, we could just go like this. Hello? I'm really looking forward to toxic growth. I really am. I think this is going to be a really fun field upgrade to try to utilize. And it's round 16. We got to get ready for a bear. I'm going to go get some salvage so that way I can put Napalm Burst on this thing. Thank you so much. Bear's coming. Bear's coming. I hear him. Hi, bear. Excuse me. He can come down here, right? Can he come down here? He can come down here. He can come down here. And, wow. Okay, that was really good. He's dead already. I go back and forth, but I don't like not having augments because it really doesn't give us an accurate representation of how this game is going to play. Although that, as I've said before, is kind of a lose-lose situation. Like, yes, you don't get a feel for how the game is actually going to play, but you also save some special stuff for launch, which I think is also important. So I think I'll let that go, but what I will say is there are some quality of life improvements that they mentioned in the blog post that aren't here. For example, the sliding into zombies, knocking them down. The salvage isn't exactly what they said. I'm sure this is, like I said, a beta build, so I'm sure these things are coming. But in the midst of the whole "this is just Black Ops 6 again" controversy, it doesn't help that these changes that they listed aren't here. As far as I could tell, I didn't hear any different sort of round change stinger depending on the damage scaling, which they said was going to be in here. They did change something with the power-up drop, so I do think that's different. And I know a lot of people are sad that we couldn't play as the set-proof characters, and I was kind of bummed out about it at first, but after playing the beta, oh, we have another bear. After playing the beta, I'm really happy that it's just kind of the core gameplay here. You know, no spoilers. I'm somebody that doesn't want any spoilers, even if it's playing with them, even if they mute them or something. Like, I don't know, I just feel like this is fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It was like well, at first it was a 4-day beta, then they extended it a couple times, luckily, thankfully. And I'm happy that we got the chance to play this and experience this, because there are a lot of little quality of life things. Like, for example, you'll notice that in most of the gameplay that I'm running, I have the medals turned on, so when I get like a lot of kills, you can see like slaughter, massacre up there, carnage, right? I hate those vehemently. I hate those things. I think those things are so corny and garbage. I hate them. But they are directly tied to the notifications, meaning that if I want to see when I get a Gobblegum, if I want to see when I rank up, if I want to see when my weapon ranks up, I need to turn that on. So it's little details like that where I could be like, oh, I hope there's a setting for this in the future, because I hate medals. I will say, when we're playing, especially early on in the beta, and really when I'm editing, the map really blows me away. This right here, this angle, this skybox is just beautiful with the little wisps of the dark ether in the air and this nebulous like cloud up here. Oh, it's wonderful. I am with everybody though. If this is kind of the theme of all of the maps going forward, I think that would be a huge missed opportunity, because yes, this is a nice atmosphere for zombies. I just hope that the developers don't confuse this as, hey, this is what zombies should always look like, because I don't think that's the case. It's kind of like a square rectangle thing, you know? Every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Or is it the other way around? This feels like zombies, but zombies doesn't necessarily need to always feel like this. And between you and me, you know, on the channel, I feel like Terminus and Citadel and the Tomb especially were all really good zombified maps. I feel like those maps were really good in terms of atmosphere. What other perks do I want? Let's take some speed cola and some double tap. I know a lot of people love the movement. People are really happy tack sprint is gone. Tack sprint never bothered me. In fact, I liked it to get rid of or get ahead of the super sprinters. I am very happy that they bounced super sprinters, because like I said, I got to around 66 and you're able to outrun super sprinters. It doesn't feel super overwhelming. Now, we are in a pretty wide open map, so that could change depending on what other maps there are. That might be a good thing if you want something more difficult or challenging. The Ravagers I also like. They might need a little bit of tuning. I'm not sure how people feel about them, but especially on the higher rounds, they're very, very strong and very fast. I could see them being a little too overbearing for some people, but personally, I kind of like that. I kind of like how strong they are. Famous last words, of course. I love the bear. I think the Zursa is one of my favorite bosses. I know there's a lot of confusion about how he works, but whenever you pop off one of his beehives, that actually falters him or staggers him, and then you can like punish him and deal a whole bunch of damage when he's stunned or faltered or whatever you want to call that state. Ooh, double points. So I think he's honestly quite balanced. And he's particularly weak to kill streaks, so that's always a good high round strategy. I don't know if it'll be like that at launch because of how powerful that Mangler cannon is against him, but we can always hope. I did put out my study on the salvage gain, and you might be confused if you saw that video. You might have seen like, oh, Donuts, you said that you don't get a legendary gun until round 30. It's round 25 and you already have enough for a legendary and an ammo mod, and you're right, but that's because I was using Chompy. When I was doing those tests, I was using just the raw, natural salvage progression. I thought that would be a good and fair test to do, and I'm still a little on the fence about it. A lot of you guys actually like the change. A lot of you said that you like how it encourages you to use the box and spin the box more, and I think that's a good point, even though I still think that the biggest bottleneck between switching weapons is not salvage, it's actually the points, but it doesn't hurt to help encourage people to spin the box by putting better stuff in there. I still don't know about the decreased salvage earn rate because, for example, right now, I'm thinking, okay, so I can double pack-a-punch a gun I get from the box now, but if it's purple rarity, I need to save a whole other 5,000 salvage, which could take another like 10 rounds or so. Do I want to spend all of that time investing in that second weapon, or do I wait and just spin the box later for a different higher rarity weapon? I don't know, it's kind of weird. That nerfed salvage earn rate is a little bit weird. I kind of want to play with it. I kind of don't want them to change it. Ooh, I don't want that shotgun. The shotgun's not good. Yeah, I don't want them to change it just yet because I want to see how it plays. I imagine once they buff the suppressors, I think the suppressors will still get you more salvage. I think in the creator call that I was a part of, I think they only mentioned how it would be nerfed, not like removed entirely. Not sure how accurate that is, but that's just from my memory, what I remember. See, there's a purple one, right? And I would love to take that. Oh no, it's got a weird sight on it. Never mind. I would love to take that gun though. It's a good solid AR. Oh, what the heck? We'll take an M8. It's got a weird ACOG, but we can use Chompy to get some more salvage. I actually didn't use the M8 all that much. I'm not a big fan of the burst fire guns, but this is a really solid gun in multiplayer and in zombies. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I know I said it in like a future live commentary you're about to see, but I also feel like they changed how wide zombies can hit you from, or how far zombies can hit you from, because I swear I'm training in these high rounds and I'm going through zombies and I'm like, oh, here I go, I'm gonna get hit, but then I don't get hit. I don't know if it's the lack of super sprinters or if they actually changed something. Either way, training feels really good in this game, and that to me is like the #1 thing that I wanted to see from Black Ops 6. I wanted to see well, just zombies in general. I want to see a good training strategy, and it feels like Black Ops 7 could be the game to do just that. No, donuts. I swear, Chompy gets me killed so much because I sit there, I like melee it with my melee gun, and then I like cut it too close and I sit there. It's completely my fault, but I cut it way too close and I think I heard a bear. So we're gonna buy some ammo. Let's try and get you isolated. Want to get you somewhat close. There you go. See, so we just took off his beehive and now he's stunned there for a little bit, and then we can take off another beehive and he's stunned there for a little bit more. And there's the other beehive. Oh, nope, there we go. That's it. Round 28 bear. Nice and easy. Love it. And you see the salvage change, this is a good example, because if you go down on top of like having 2 guns or something, like salvage is scarce. Salvage is so scarce. Hi bear, how are you? You're gonna get stunned once, reload, do this, punish you a little bit here. There you go. And there you are, dead. But yeah, because the salvage is so slow, I feel like that's gonna discourage people using the crafting table. I feel like it's gonna discourage people if they go down, because now they have to spend a whole bunch of salvage on self revives, which they can't invest into their weapon now. And like, believe me, I am all for punishing players who go down. Like, absolutely, it's a video game, you gotta die at some point. So I think that's fair. I honestly, like saying it out loud now, making players go without a self revive might be a good kind of balancing factor. Like, because right now I have to ask myself, do I get a self revive, or do I think I'm not gonna make a dumb mistake and do I invest in my weapon? So I don't know, that could be a fun little thing. I like the decisions that Modern Zombies asks you to make. I see a lot of you buying like 8 perks, and perks that you don't need, and then complaining that you don't have any points, or oh my goodness, I went down and now I have no points. Like, if that's the case, like, you don't need to be buying perks that you don't need. Don't go to, okay, all right. You've got to manage your resources a little bit more intelligently. Like, what do you really need to survive? You can survive on a lot fewer perks than you think, especially in Black Ops 6. Like, you just need like Jug and PhD, and you're good for like 90% of that game. If you find yourself dying a lot and going down a lot, try investing in your weapons more, and really try investing in armor more, because when you go down, those things don't go away, so they serve as permanent upgrades. And I think I just had the perfect example. You know, I went down and I lost what? I think I lost double tap. Did I also get maybe speed cola too? So I lost 2 perks. Okay, that's not bad, but I don't really need double tap right now. My guns are doing just fine, and I can deal with the reloads. Oh man, we have 1/2 an hour until this beta closes. And while we're on the topic of gearing up, you know, round 30 has kind of been the round that we've gotten geared up at. You know, in Black Ops 6, it was a little bit sooner, around 25 or so, but in Cold War, it was round 30. I remember very distinctly. And I know I'm thinking back to what I said in this video, like talking about, oh, maybe the doppelgas can come sooner at round 30. Maybe this is just them trying to elongate the progression of zombies even further, because we've got so many points. Well, we need so many points to buy everything that we want. We need so much salvage. We need, you know, 2 guns, which is going to require a lot of points and even more salvage. I wonder if them nerfing the rounds and making them a little bit easier is kind of their way of saying, hey, like, it's okay to keep progressing into the 30s and 40s because, well, things are still viable. Now, if that's the case, then I think they need to buff the weapons a little bit, but I could see them going with that philosophy and trying to elongate the game for us a little bit more. Because like I said, a lot of people do like the progression of modern zombies. Oh, another bear, another bear. We better buy some ammo. Oh, we only have 20 minutes left of the beta. Okay, I might need to exfil at 35 because I don't know if I could get to 40. I was hoping to get to 50, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. Can you come to the center, please, bear? Yes, thank you so much. Let's do that. Let's get you stunned. Very good. Let's throw down a toxic growth right there. Oh, we need to armor up here. Yes, thank you. And then there we go. Come on, bear. Let's go. Nice. I love the animations, dude. The growling animation. Oh, it's so fun. Zombie bear. It's so perfect. It really is so perfect, especially in this forest, in the dark ether, in this crazy big open spot. They can rush you. I'm so excited to play the full map. And yes, I am aware I have akimbo pistols, but for 90% of this game, I've just been using the single one. It's because I like the accuracy though, you know? I like being efficient with my headshots, right? I feel, you know, that's fun. But it's also really fun, like with the bear, like you just saw, to just pull out akimbo and then go to town. I think that's really good. This might just be our last Gobblegum spin of Black Ops 7, and it's a who's keeping score. Oh, we don't even have the new, I wanted to use the Gobblegums this game, but I completely forgot. So let's use a power vacuum here. This was crazy back in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, getting you crazy amounts of power-ups, but MZC said this was like nerfed and that it wasn't getting you crazy strong power-ups. No, it is just a legendary, or it's a purple Gobblegum, or epic. It's an epic Gobblegum, so we'll see. See, there's one. That's a max ammo and a toxic growth we'll definitely take. Let's try to kill some more zombies here. And we've killed the whole horde and there's no more. Okay. Yeah, he might be onto something, but I think I saw, yeah, self-revive kit. Nice. We saved some salvage. All right, there's another one. There's an insta-kill. I don't know if insta-kills drop other power-ups though, do they? I guess we'll find out here, huh? Maybe insta-kills don't drop other power-ups. Oh, nope, there's another one. There's a max armor. So that was 4 in a single round. Pretty short round. Let's go get tier 3 armor. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. There's so many. Go, 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 go. Run away. Get away from me, Ravagers. This is like, it's pretty cool that they're like this though, like so intense. Apparently they cannot drop power-ups though. At least it seems like it, unless it's that max ammo at the end. There we go. We'll also pop our aftertaste because I think this, this auto activates on the next revive. So essentially we've got a free, like, keep your perks Gobblegum for the entire game. That is going to be really big. And it's just a blue. That might be the strongest blue Gobblegum we've ever seen. Double points. Okay, let's throw down some grenades here because I want to pop this next Gobblegum. All right, there's a bonus points. Yeah, this is definitely not as crazy as it was back in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, this power vacuum, but I do think it's about as strong as the donut. Okay, I say that. Yeah, this is decent. This is decent. It slightly increases it. It's not crazy OP, but I will say it is very much like the donut Easter egg on Shattered Veil, I think, where it is giving you more, even if it's not that crazy crazy overpowered amount like we had back in the day. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I'm all for balance. Now, if this was like an ultra or a legendary or something, yeah, I think I'd have a problem with that. But as it is right now, this is a pretty good power level for it. Now, I do also want to test out re-equipment because it says it refills over time. Now, it gave me a new one, I think, of each of them. So we'll do this. Does it show any sort of like indicator that it's refilling, or will it just do it quietly over time? Let's throw this down. It just gave me a free one right there. Okay, cool. So I think you can't see the indicator, but it does happen. We'll have to test this out more thoroughly once the full game comes. And it seems as though it's like a periodic thing. It doesn't matter. There you go. There it is again. So it's not like the, oh, what was that one called? Like the equipment one from Modern Warfare Zombies, where it basically gave you that multiplayer perk that just regenerated over time. This one is more like every like 10 to 15 seconds or something, it's gonna replenish both of your equipment no matter what. And again, that's pretty good. There are some pretty strong equipment. Oh, we need to test this. We need to test this on Casimirs and monkeys here. Let's go. Tactical Casimir. Let's go. Let's go. Will this replenish those? Let's see. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. I'll throw down a little. It did. It did. Okay. I wonder if it's at the same interval here. We'll do this. Have the Casimir suck up all the things. That's a lot of power up drops right there. That's a lot of power up drops. Yep, that's enough. Oh no. Okay, it didn't do the Casimirs every time. So let's do that again. Let's throw this again. There's a max ammo in there I don't want to get because that would replenish it. Okay, so it replenished it there. So we have, let's get rid of this cluster grenade. We have one cluster grenade and no Casimirs. Let's see if it replenishes. No, it didn't. It didn't replenish it then. Okay. All right. That is kind of unfortunate, but also understandable. I imagine monkey bombs are going to be the same thing where it looks as though it's going to be every other one of these like little times it replenishes the lethal. Every other time it's going to replenish the Casimir. I think that's fine. I think that's fine, especially for an epic Gobblegum. Another Casimir. Let's go. Let's go. Another bear. Hello. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just run around. Let's get this nuke. Give us a moment to kill the bear. That was really easy. That was really fun too. And mind you, Casimirs are going to be fairly easy to come by because if you buy one like the one I had now, even if it's not like equipped, even if you use them all, the next max ammo round is going to give you, it's going to stock you up fully on both of your Casimirs. So I think that's going to change the meta a little bit. I think that's going to change how we play. And that Gobblegum lasted a long time. But now we need to test out this one. This is an interesting Gobblegum. Round off. I know this is dangerous. I got like 5 minutes before they stopped the beta, but supposedly this is going to stop rounds prevented for advancing for 2 rounds. So that means once we finish this round, it'll restart round 38 again. And then once we finish that again, it'll start round 38 again. So this is our real round 38 right here. So that's round. I hear the noise, the round changing music, but it's not changing. That's pretty good. And I love this idea because it's great for Easter egg hunts. Oh, and it took half our Gobblegum. Nice. It's obviously great for Easter egg hunting or for new players. If you're really struggling and you find yourself getting to that high round, popping one of these, huge, absolutely huge. And it's so genius because that's kind of exactly how directed mode works, right? You go into directed mode and it just reflips the round every single, or, you know, once you get to the round cap. So it makes perfect sense why that would be a thing, right? And I suppose we do have one more Gobblegum. Oh, you know what? This will be a perfect time to test out my aftertaste. Let's do it. Okay, so we're down. Oh no, we're down. Zombies, can you get out of here? We don't have any perks on our bleed out bar, but we heal ourselves back up. Oh, I ruined that trap, didn't I? There we go. There's our aftertaste done. Nice. I can't tell you, that's gonna be a blue Gobblegum that I run a lot, especially for a new map, like learning new stuff. That's gonna be big. So now, boom, there it is. Consume 5 Gobblegums. Let's go. We are still on round 38. I'm gonna get myself a self-revive here just in case. So this is this the third? This actually might be the 4th round 38. Editing Donuts, can you count how many round 38s there have been so far, or what this one is? I mean, this could be good even if you don't struggle with Easter eggs. This could be good for like gaining points or camo grinding. Dang it, this is a good Gobblegum. I really like this, especially here On the 30s, where you have a healthy amount of zombies, you're gaining up a lot of points, but you don't want the zombies to get too strong. We got some winners here. And of course we got gift card. I should have used this at the beginning of the game, but that would have ruined the progression. There's 30,000 points right there. Woo-hoo. I never cared for shopping free back in Black Ops 3. I like the progression of zombies. That's like why I play zombies. So why would I want to skip it? It's going to be good for testing. It's going to be good for like Easter egg guides and like getting those out faster. I need to take more advantage of that. But this should now be round 35 or 39, right? Yes, indeed. Do I have another aftertaste on me? No, I've got a power vacuum though. I'll take that. Use it or lose it. It's the last game I'm ever gonna play, at least until the game comes out. Not gonna lie, really thought this would be a max ammo round. That's okay. I've got plenty of points now. We've got like 3 minutes to get past these next 2 rounds. Hopefully we get some insta kills being dropped here. Oh, there's that trap done. I hope it doesn't kick me out. I want to do one more exfil. I want to do a final exfil. Round 40, one more round to go. Let's get ourselves a mangler cannon so we can take care of that bear. And this might be a bug round. Maybe it's a bug round. I mean a ravager round. Yeah, awesome. Got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Come on, Ravagers. And the scary thing about these Ravager rounds is that you might have a Ravager just steal your max ammo, not steal your max ammo, but it might steal your stuff and then leave the map. And then that's the last one of the round, so you don't get your max ammo. I kind of like that, honestly. I kind of do, but there it is, round 41. New exfil available. We've got these shotgun pistols. Hopefully the weapons get stronger, either with augments or any sort of weapon buff that's needed. One last weapon inspect for Black Ops 7 for the next month. Like I said, I've got a lot. Doppelgast, hello. Too bad. Actually, I can kill you. There we go. Doppelgast is dead. And let's get our mangler cannon out. Let's actually throw down a Casimir real quick here. Excuse me. Throw down another Casimir. Oh, bear. Let's do that. Bears are really strong. Let's do you. And then one more. Okay, that HVT is a little bit stronger. We can do this till he's dead. Oh boy, he's a lot stronger than I thought. Let's do toxic growth. Get him in that toxic growth. Nice. Let's go. On the dot, right when we're supposed to end. There it is. And I love this. You get to see what gobblegums you get after you exfil. Hello, Doppelgast. Let's get you out of here. Indigestion and holiday cheer. Well, let's head to the house as we say goodbye one last time to Black Ops 7. But lucky for you, there is still a lot of Black Ops 7 Zombies content coming to my channel, so be sure to subscribe. And if you want to see even more Black Ops 7 content, be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.